Hey everybody, Sharon here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in Overwatch's Storm Rising event, going for the Freelancers achievement. This one's going to be available to get whenever the mission is going to be available in the arcade, so make sure you keep your eyes out for that. This achievement is to beat the mission in All Heroes mode a total of 8 times with 8 different characters. Thankfully, you can get this done on any difficulty, so if you just want to go straight for the achievement, I'm going to recommend that you do it on normal. So you are going to have your pick of the entire roster, so make sure you just keep a list and then just make sure you run through the mission a total of 8 times. It is going to be pretty lengthy, but nothing too bad, unlike the previous one, since there aren't going to be any timed segments. So you can semi-speed run it depending on how good your team is. Of course, if you just want the achievement as quick as possible, just make sure you keep the difficulty on the lowest, which is normal, and make sure you do this with randoms or a group if you actually have some friends to help you get this done with. Now, also a reminder that whatever playthroughs you get done in story mode aren't going to count for this particular achievement, so you do have to run through the game a total of 4 times in story mode with each of the story mode characters. That's going to be Tracer, Genji, Winston, and Mercy. Whatever playthroughs you do in story mode aren't going to count for characters in this mode, so even though those 4 characters are going to be available in All Heroes mode, you are going to have to use them again if you want them to count for All Heroes mode in this actual mode. So make sure you do keep that in mind. It's going to be 12 playthroughs total. You can't use those 4 to count for these 8. Now, there's going to be a bright side, as there are going to be some achievements that involve beating this mission in All Heroes mode on certain difficulties. Thankfully, you can use those achievements to work on this particular achievement. So if you want to switch out your character for the higher difficulty achievements, you can also use that for this achievement. However, if you just want this particular achievement as quick as possible, again, the fastest way is to just pick 8 characters, keep a list, and make sure you do this with randoms on normal. That way you can blow through the mission as quickly as possible. But if you do want to save time with those other achievements, you can also stack those. So there's going to be an achievement to beat this mission in All Heroes on Hard. There's one to beat this in All Heroes on Expert. And then finally, the hardest one, which is to beat this mission in All Heroes on Legendary, but also without anyone on your team dying, which is going to be one of the more challenging achievements in the event. So again, you can put whatever playthroughs and whatever characters you use for those achievements towards this particular achievement. So you have that to look forward to, but you just can't use any of your story mode progress to work on this achievement. So it is going to be a bunch of playthroughs, but that's typical Overwatch event stuff anyways. So hopefully you have some patience to get through the multitude of playthroughs that you have to do, but it is going to be really good practice for those tougher achievements. So make sure you do take advantage of this and make sure you learn the map, learn the mission, learn all the enemy spawns and all that stuff, and of course do practice on your communication and teamwork skills, as having a really good team is going to help out with the super hard runs, especially those legendary runs we have to do, as we are going to have to do a legendary run in story mode, and of course that big legendary run in All Heroes mode without anyone dying, which is going to be super duper challenging. So just make sure you work on that, and then once you get all 8 playthroughs done with 8 different characters in All Heroes mode, you should be good for this achievement. Again, make sure you keep that list handy so you aren't double dipping on any characters by accident, and then eventually, once you finally wrap up playthrough number 8 with character number 8, you should be good for your achievement. So here we are taking out the heavy one last time. We're going to arm that truck and blow up the castle gates, and then we can finally get this achievement out of the way and then be on with the rest of the event. So there's our last mission complete. There is going to be the achievement, 15 gamer score for this one, and that's all there is to it.